And we live. What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. What's going on?
Yes, man. So we're gonna let a few people join on the live, and we definitely looking forward to having a great night. We got a special guest. We bringing back the interview series. So we now in season 3 of the interview series, and this season is very special, very special for us.
Yes. So this season, what I love about it is that the past seasons we had majority of our course buyers and course students, but this season is all about our elite fast track alumni, our 6-figure earners is what we're creating in that program. So I'm excited to interview them. We know a little bit about their journey, but we want them to share with you guys their journey in this so you can see what they're doing in mobile home investing.
Yes. So do us a favor as we jump on here. I see a few people are on here. I want you to make sure you share this live with at least 4 to 5 people. All right. And I want you to comment done once you've done that. All right. And then once you're done, I want you to grab your pen and pad and whatever social media or anything like that that you're scrolling through right now. I want you to put your full divided attention because this queen is going to come and literally blow your mind what she's been able to do in a very short period of time. And we're looking forward to seeing her journey when we talk about that 6-figure family. So, man, let's see what we got on here, man. Let's see before we got to warm it up. Defiant, what's going on?
Defiant,
how you feeling?
You back with us? What's going on? Artina, hey, girl.
What's up, Queen? How you feeling, Artina? One of the interview series alumni. We got Aaron in the house. Okay.
What's up, Aaron?
What up? What up, King?
All right. I know the comments a little slow, but let us know where y'all checking in from. I'm trying to see where our Facebook family at. They normally be tapping in.
Where the Facebook family at? I see H coming on. I see, they starting to jump on a little bit. What's going on, family? Salute to you. How you feeling? Okay. How you feeling? What's going on? Okay. Now they checking in. Like I said, the comments is a little slower, but they coming in. Okay, we got Lyra in the house. We got Seattle. Oh, man, I love it. Feeling good, feeling great. Greensboro in the house. What's up, Lyra? Houston, Texas. Charlotte in the house. Okay. What's up, Ms. Morris? So listen, y'all. Again, like I told y'all, we got a special episode, right? But the first thing I want you to do is make sure if you're on here, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? MH Elite Investors. Definitely make sure you subscribe. We got the 757 like Nicole. We got Callie in the house. Baton Rouge. All right. And then, all right, I want to make sure my Facebook family, make sure if you have not, make sure you went to the Facebook page and hit that like button and make sure you're following the Facebook page. So before we bring this queen up here, right, like this one was very dope, right? Because when I talk about a person who invests in their education, this person was very special. All right. And the reason I want you to start dropping those fire signs in the comments before we bring it up, because we got to definitely hype up before we come on here. All right. Man, I love it. I see Mary. Man, I appreciate that, Charles. But this queen, all right, she got in our fast track program. Which class was C? C was in class. Is it 3 or 4?
She was in 4.
4. She was in 4, right?
4.
Elite Fast Track Squad 4. And in that Elite Fast Track, and I see they warmed it up for the queen, right? We had a Mix and Motivate. This queen is from Detroit. Came to Chicago, came to the Mix and Motivate. Like, hey, listen, you know what? I'm in class, but I still want even more. Then I got a chance to see her again. I went to the Earn Your Leisure event in Detroit. Again, guess what? She's there. She's there in the presence of investors, making sure that she's networking. Then came to the fast track, was one of the first students to make offers on the houses. But now, and I love it, what's going on, Sony Elite Squad? But now, when I tell you she's making waves, and the reason why she's on this boy interviewing, because she done made some stuff happen. So y'all done warmed it up. I got to let's bring up C. C, what's up, queen? Oops, hold on. Let me unmute you.
Look, I'm just chatting. Hey.
What's going on?
I'm hyped. I'm hyped to be here.
Oh, man. I see one of your classmates in the building.
The best squad.
Yeah.
gang.
Right. I love how y'all gang.
I love it, man. Yeah, no, y'all family atmosphere was crazy. You know, I think that was one thing, and I think y'all really set the tone because we use y'all squad as an example of how y'all develop that family, and it's truly amazing. But I mean,
yeah. I
wanna
actually
go right
talked to
into it?
a lot of my squad. We chat like we known each other forever. So it's really nice to be a part of a collective whole that kind of about the same goal and pushing and motivating each other. But yeah, we real gang, real tight.
I love it. So let's see. We got some people on here. We got some people from your neck of the woods, Detroit. But let the people know who you see, where you from. Just kind of before you got into mobile home investing, what's your job? Like, what do you do?
I'm from Detroit, like real Detroit, not like that way, but the real way. A lot of people be always like, "We from Detroit. You from the skirts? I'm from Detroit." So
I get that. We like that too in Chicago. Like, you from the birds. I'm from real Chicago. Okay.
I'm a real Detroit girl. So I really, everybody was like, I think a lot of people who I talk to now be like, "Oh, that saying comes so natural because of 8 Mile." I'm like, I never walked into a mobile home park before the 8 Mile program. That never crossed our mind. So I, as a profession, I've been in accounting and financing for the last 15 years. I work in the banking industry. So whether it was a banker or a trust analyst that I do now, my primary business is a financial coach and speaking engagements. So for me, it was more so of, all right, I want to get into investing. I want to start putting these money that I'm earning from my 9 to 5 in my business to work. So then I went into traditional real estate. I've always been in lending. So I was like, let me come from the side of the desk and go to the other side of the desk and try my hat at real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And it really wasn't working how I wanted it to. Plus, Detroit was a market that was kind of like hotcakes. You can get a house for 5, 10, 15 at one point in time, which was 10 years ago. A lot of people always reference it and it kind of like think that's what's we back popping just like any other major city. So I'm like, you gotta have some real coins. But I remember the times that I was helping those distressed families. And I said, I want to do that again. And so I started to just venture off and look at different things. I caught Nicole's interview. And Nicole was my deciding factor. So I was like, all right, I seen it on YouTube. I seen it already on Instagram. It was popping a lot. I'm like, I'm just going to buy it. I ain't even going to think about it. Then I did think about it. And then I was like, I don't know. I was just like, I seen the cost, and I kept talking to the cost. And I was like, I don't know if it's going. But then Joe on you guys' team was my guy. That's my guy. Like he just really was a great introduction to the culture and the whole dynamic of what you guys are really about. And I was just like on the phone with him, like he was my best friend. I'm like, I forgot he was selling me something. After a while, I'm like, you don't want my card number? I asked him. He like, no, call me back. I'm like, no, you can have a card number. And from there it was history. From there it was history. It was like I didn't feel like I was sold. I felt like I was educated from just initial conversation. He just let me my desires of what I wanted to do and how I wanted to help people, how I wanted to continue on being of service to others. And he just was like, well, this is how that can do that. And I was like, all right, we start talking about everything up under the sun with the business itself. You guys as a couple, what do you guys stand for? And then it was like, all right, we got the car and I got in class and everything was just exactly how he said it would be. Everything that you guys were on live and YouTube, Instagram, it was like butter. I couldn't ask for a better transition.
That's dope, man. No, I love, for one, again, just the family that we've been blessed to, build. And we always tell people, like, man, we just vessels. Like, that's really what we just vessels. We doing God's work and we vessels. But, the fact that, again, we don't talk about it, but the spirit that you bring to your class and bring to the group is amazing, right? And I think if everybody on here, y'all can go ahead and drop the fire signs, because listening to you, for one, what I love, like you said, man, I love it. Straight Detroit, right? You know what I'm saying? Straight Detroit.
Yeah.
But the one thing that stuck out for me, see, when you talked about it, you said you want to get back to helping families when you talk about like the distress, right? Like the families that have been in distress. And I think that's what really helped you in this business. So I want you to talk about let's talk about your first deal. Let's talk about that.
Well, I closed it. Okay. It was a long time coming, but I did that. So I had never even dropped signs before. I was like, who gonna drop signs? I don't do that. But
I know I feel weird dropping them signs too. I don't know what it is.
Because Nicole she gonna be like, when you gonna drop them? How long is it gonna take you to drop them? Did you buy them? So it was like, you gotta pit up, or you gotta get to it, because coach gonna be on you. And she just makes it so practical. Like, so you're gonna not pit out these $4 or $5, $2 to $3 signs to get you thousands of dollars, because what? And it was like, oh, I had a rental. I didn't even have a car at the time. I had a severe car accident, and I was literally probably like, I hadn't drove in 4.5 months. The first time I ever touched a vehicle was the day I dropped my signs, after 4.5 months, because of that type of motivation. I was scared to get behind the wheel again. So when I did it, I just was like, I'm gonna do one park. And the next thing it was, I did 5 in one night. Wow. And then the next thing you know, and that was week 2. So it was like, it was like week 1, go to the park. Week 2, go drop them signs. It was every week we had something to do. Every week she was just a consistent support system, a consistent motivation. We all were in, our chats, and we were all talking, and, what you see everybody else ordering that stuff, and just having that type of village around you, having that energy to feed off of, you like, let's get it. And that's what I did. Next thing you know, I dropped the signs like, I think I dropped those signs like a Wednesday night. Friday, I got my call. So I was like, I got a call to go see a house and go see it. I'm like, but the class ain't over. She was like, but I'm not dead. Go see it. So I was like, I got her support. So it was like, I was on my way. They called like, I don't want to move. I just want somebody to come out and give me some type of estimate. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting bummed out now. Like, this ain't what they said it was going to be. They were supposed to be selling that day. So I went and I did what exactly coach told me to do. Everything I learned in the class, it was like I had done it before. I don't know why I felt like I had done it before. Yeah, I've been in sales, but I had never been in that position at that place, the time, as an expert because it just came so easy. Then I left out. So I thought that it was no deal. So I go back to class. I'm like, okay, she like, follow up, see what they say. I did just that. Sure enough, they like, oh no, we were supposed to sell in 3 months. We want to sell next week. And next thing you know, the week 4, I signed the contract. Week 5, we were in Chicago. They told me they finally had moved out. It took me a couple of weeks to get the deal sealed, but as of last week, I got paid.
Okay.
So, and nothing out of my pocket other than my education. Other than my education and my effort. My effort was priceless. My education became priceless. Before you know it, I created a relationship with the park manager. The park manager is letting me come into other parks. It opened up doors to different. She's like, oh no, we got 27 parks. But we got 3 up under my management. So just follow me out to the next 2. And they're 5 minutes apart. So it just was like butter. Nothing. It was, I don't know if it was, I want to say it's divine, because everything just keep on rolling. Everything just keep on going. Everything is exactly how it was said. And anything that I run into some tough cookies, and I always have Nicole there. I'm like, hey girl.
Yeah.
So this is the one we got for today.
Right.
And every time I'm able to tackle it like I'm a pro, before you know it, I'm kind of feeling real blick. I'm kind of flexing right about now. Like I feel like
Yeah,
not too much, not too much. But
right.
I'm 60 days in. I'm 60 days in, and I have made some coins. So
Ooh, y'all heard that?
Yeah.
60 days in 2 months. So if you don't mind sharing, what that profit look like? What's some of that take home look like for you?
oh, me and my coins. No,
We want to help you, help them out. You feel me?
I did. I made $1,500 off of that first month.
Wow.
I didn't have to come
Hey.
out of my pocket. I mean, yeah, I drove 20 minutes and dropped some signs. It was like, and I mean, that's the same. Now remember, that's the people who called me saying they was gonna sell 2-3 months ago, later down the line.
Right.
I dropped those signs and I got a call within 48 hours of that sign being down.
Wow.
So I made
Nice.
$1,500 in a 60-day span of. I went from not knowing nothing to $1,500 in pocket. I didn't come out of pocket a dime to get $1,500, other than my education, but that's priceless. I'll have it for the rest of my life. So
Right.
it was. And the crazy part is, originally Motivated Mix was supposed to be on the day of my birthday, so I bought all of this stuff as a birthday gift. It was the best thing I did.
Wow.
The best birthday gift.
I love it.
We could have sung a big old happy birthday for you.
Right.
I know. I was
You
trying to
tell
come
us
see
that
y'all
when you came in the first time to Chicago. But no, what I love about it, see, is even with that 1,500, look what you made the profit, like you said, with no money down. But then look at the relationship. Now you have access to all of these parks. You're building a great relationship with a park manager. So now you have other deals in the pipeline. So man, that is amazing.
But the best part of all, the biggest part of all, I helped somebody who was homeless. My buyer was homeless. My buyer was sleeping in her car. Her her car was parked in her sister's driveway, and she was sleeping in the car. She was completely homeless. And she wasn't my first buyer. I mean, I called like, oh, I got this guy. I mean, because they was kicking tires. I learned that early. And I walked her through the process. She was so grateful. She was in tears, and I couldn't believe that I was able to. I've seen people joy for the service that I've been able to provide to them, but like, she cried for 2 days on me, y'all. 2 days. I'm talking about 2 days straight. I was like, it moved me to be able to provide that for her, to help her do that, to secure housing for her, that she never have to worry about where she gonna lay her head at again, and how she's gonna be able to sleep and sound and safe. And it was great. It was really great. The family I helped too. Their mother was ill, and they all needed to just move together, and they just barely didn't have the funds, so they sold their house at the asking price. So it was like I couldn't ask for a better deal. I helped 2 families in one stone.
I love it.
That's what we do it for. I think that when you hear that, right, you hear what happened. And from the transition from, like you said, you invested in your education for your birthday gift. You were able to, actually spend time, but to make money, right? And then you help somebody with affordable housing, help change their life. Like, that's what we do it for at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It was worth it. I was kind of like, if this woman fall out on me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
I started getting personal numbers. Like, the park manager like called me personally now, and that was somebody who kind of was like, you're brokering this deal for them. Oh, we don't. You can do that, but we don't have any. We don't have any room for you on our payroll. And I was like, I'm not trying to be on anybody's payroll, but I do have a solution for you.
You stepping on her toes. That's why.
I was like, I do have a solution for you. Next thing you know, she's like, oh, you do. Well, I have this other park. I need this home pulled, that home
Mhm.
pulled, this home pulled. She showed me 6 houses in one day that need to be pulled when the county does allow them to do so. So that's the
Okay.
particular holdup of that. But now I know about their kids and husbands, and it's
Mhm.
like they're happy to see me come in. They're like, when you're coming back, they're referring
Right.
people to me. And so, I'm just providing the solution and it feels good to be able to be of a helping hand to other people. It was an obstacle though. Yeah, it was a lot of things going on with that deal, and I couldn't have done it without Nicole.
Wow,
Nice.
man. Shout
I
out
love you. Shout
Nicole.
out
And
Nicole.
she would have been on here, but guess what she's doing? She's teaching the fast track as we speak.
I
Yeah.
got a little jealous. I'm like, what? I don't want. I don't know if we want to let you another flash track classes. We don't know if we want to hold our coach to ourselves. We like,
Listen,
I'm
the
crying.
family
It
is
is
we
growing.
good.
won't be mad if y'all don't, because we can keep her to ourselves. Like,
I
at this
love
point,
it.
I buy the class again. Like, give me my coach. I want to share. Really?
I love it. I love it.
Man, no, that's so dope, man. That just shows for the work that she's doing. Just tremendous
Mhm.
on the way she teaches, she stays on you guys. Man, shout out Nicole. Like Charles said, shout out
Mhm.
Nicole. Definitely, man, a special person, man. I can't wait till she watch this replay.
She's an absolutely godsend. I be calling, whining. I'm like the most annoying student. So if you kind of anything, you thought you was gonna give her a run for her money, I think she well seasoned. I be like, well, this
I'm
happened, and
crying.
this happened, and then now they saying. So she's always there. She like, no, we got this. This is what you. I'm like, okay. She's like,
Mhm.
remember you said. She even sometimes you be getting so ahead of yourself, and you in your head, you forget the good idea you just said out loud to coach. Coach be like, you good? She have to, and it be happy. I'd be happy to have somebody to pull my coattail, like, come on back down
Yep.
here with us, because
Yep.
you get away from yourself. But she's
Yeah.
always there to help.
No,
Oh
that's a
man,
fact.
always, man. And I think that again, for everybody I see we got some new people. I see Sony's on here. I'm trying to think Sony's in the January class. Anybody in my January class is on here. I want you to drop in the chat because man, y'all gonna see.
Right. Y'all
Y'all will
gonna
see. It's
see.
different on this side. You know what I'm saying? So, you said you had something. You said you had something before we talked about it. You had something special. Was that the special news?
Yeah, I closed my first deal as of last week, Thursday. Yes.
Yay. That is amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Man, that's crucial because again,
It
it
was a
just
lot.
shows. Oh yeah, it shows the hard work that you put into it, though, right? And when I remember, what was the one thing that I told y'all on the bus? Y'all, what when it comes to this business? Do you remember?
We're mobile home investors.
Y'all mobile home investors, and remember y'all babies in this. You only
Yes,
remember you 2 months old,
that
Right.
is true.
and
And
look what you were able to accomplish.
and sometimes Nicole even have to remind me that she like, you need to pace yourself. Like,
Yeah.
when I was getting sometimes you kind of like hear all the different success of other people, and you're like, here, like our one guy in our class, he got like a 10 grand payday. You like, well, I guess I didn't do too much. I guess
Yeah, you get
it's a
discouraged.
win. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, you learned something, applied
Mm-hmm.
it, and got a return on it. I didn't
Yep.
get a return on my accounting degree that quickly. Like, it
Yep.
took me forever to get it. It took me forever to land the right job. And
Yep.
here I am complaining about winning. Like, how are you going to be a sore winner? So, I mean,
Right.
it definitely, you're
I love
right.
it. For a winner, right.
Like, we are babies. We do have to pace ourselves. The object is to provide affordable housing for people. And if you're always in that mindset of being of service to other people, you're always going to win. You're going to get the blessing. It's not about the dollar amount. And at the end of the day, like, you earn money I mean, like, my pocket is a little bit bigger than the last time. I mean, it's like make it extra large. It ain't like
Right.
see me at the Gucci store yet, but I mean, like, give me the extra sauce now, kind of.
Right.
So as you got to be grateful, and you got to be grateful to be able to help other people. You're in a position to make someone else's life better. And what better gift or reward is there?
Yeah, that's a
No,
fact.
it's
And
so
affordable
true.
housing.
It's so true. And that's, again, that's what I truly love, like, about your group and what you've been able to do. And I think kind of goes into the next question about, like, talk about how important building those relationships were.
It was really important to build those relationships. Just when I thought that I wouldn't need anybody else, because I'm so, especially me, sometimes being this vulnerable and being like the not know it all is kind of hard. So you be like, you don't want nobody to
Mhm.
think you just like
Yeah.
imposter, or you be kind of, or see you at your down. But everybody got a beginning. Every millionaire, every billionaire got a beginning. So it's really important to make the relationships with people, with like-minded people. So like talking to Aaron and my friend Chanel, and it, like my whole crew, I feel like family. Like um me and the guy from Tennessee and his wife, we all went out to dinner. The next day we hung out, and they got to talk about businesses. We all pick up information, whether it's
Taylor.
like, legal information, taxation information. Everybody got a piece of something to add to you, and it makes you whole. And then just when you look at feeling nervous, or you can't do it, or it didn't go as you planned, or whatever the case may be, you got somebody in your group like, you could do this. Ask them this. Remember, we learned this. It with Nicole not there, you got your team there, and it's totally different. It's totally running my business, being a coach, to having a team to like rah me up made me even more successful more quickly. And then having those conversations, hell, I was like, listen, these are strangers and they know me so well. Okay,
Yeah.
let me teach these like park managers and park area managers, and one person was called the international park manager. I'm like, I don't even know what that means at this
Right.
point. They have so many all over the national. He was a national park manager, because they have so many. And I just started treating people like they were just people. Like I knew them for the rest, like I've always known them, and that created the relationship. So whether it was they started telling me things about their park, the market, things that was very important to me to make that dollar, things that were very important for me to put things in perspective for the seller and the buyer,
Yeah.
so that I can show up as a resource to them and an expert in my field. So having those relationships allow you to not only have the camaraderie and the emotional motivation, but having a relationship with the parks and the professionalism to be able to rise in your market. I met other
Yeah.
mobile home investors in my same market, but it never made me feel like, oh yeah, they've been doing it a little bit longer than me, so maybe I don't know. It made me feel like, oh no, we at the same place, we at the same clock, because I knew what I knew. I was taught
Yeah.
very well. I created those relationships. So now it's not a competition. They want to partner with me. They want to know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. They may have to get in line though, but it was nice.
I love it.
Man,
I love it.
that's so dope, man. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like you said, 60 days.
60 days.
60
Yeah.
days. And I'm gonna
Got
ask,
the contract to prove it. They moved. I
man.
remember I got at 60. If we put it in more, a little bit more perspective, I got the keys to do my first show. I did my first showing ever of the house on the 16th of last month.
Nice.
So I was really worried, because I'm like, oh, it's supposed to sell like yesterday. Like it was supposed to be off the market. I
Yeah.
was gonna I was gonna be in the code, like do it in like her. No, I needed to do it like C, because that deal
Exactly.
had so many moving parts. One person was talking to me, another person owned it, one person was it was a lot, but I figured it out. And I even figured it out with a new park manager. Now she leans on me to figure her to call me, and oh, I don't have a house for this buyer. She's giving me buyers now. So
Nice.
just it was a lot. To 60 days, I created so many friendships and relationships, and I brought home an extra check, like free and
Yeah.
clear. Like it's in
Right.
the bank. I can throw it in the air, or we gonna reflip it back up. I'm gonna flip it back. Don't worry.
Right.
I won't get too Detroit on y'all, but yeah,
Right.
it's an extra money that I didn't have in my pocket.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. Not anything, but all I did was the work. I didn't have to put an extra dollar out. I didn't have to hope and waitfully see if it's going to be a investment or a return on my investment. It's green cash return on my investment immediately. We don't see flips don't last that. You do a real estate flips, you don't do a flip that quickly. You don't get a return on your investment in 60 days.
No.
I definitely didn't get it in my college degree. It took me some time. I ain't never seen nobody even flip maybe a brick, but not a car. Like that's kind of like now I see what when we went to the motivation mix, what my man was talking about, like it moves. It makes you move and it makes you keep going. And people call me all the time now, just even asking me questions, and I'm still, even though it's not a dollar in it, it makes me feel good to know that I'm helping other people.
Yeah.
So to be of service and to be of service of my pockets is very new to me.
Man, I love it. I want y'all to drop in the comments, right? I want y'all to put yes or no. Does C sound like a seasoned mobile home investor? I want you to put in the comments, because I know, again, y'all talking about here 60 days. But yet she's on here, and y'all probably like, man, hold on, I gotta follow C, because I want to do how C did. Somebody had talked about earlier, right? Talking about, like, man, C, you can probably be one of the next coaches because of your knowledge.
I wouldn't mind. I feel like it's something that's, once you learn it, you can duplicate it. You learn it and you keep it for the rest of your life. Like, if this ain't like this in the stock market, kind of like feeling real, it's like Bitcoin to me at this point. Like, once you know it, you can't never go wrong with it. You just reduplicate it. So sometimes you do come into a point where you're like, I don't know what's my next solution. And then you have to go, well, you lean on your team. And that's one thing about having a lifetime coach. Like Nicole's she like, as long as you working, I'm going to work with you. And I appreciated that. Like that, as soon as I was excited. I was like, I called everybody but my mama when I got the deal closed. I was like, no, and my team. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to tell my mama. Like,
you got to tell mama first, but I get it.
But your team, your squad,
be
so invested with you. I think
I know.
It's like
all one. I know. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it, C. Yeah, you've been doing some great things. So listen, I know we got some new people on here. I know I've seen a few people in the comments saying they're looking to get into that January class. So what's some advice you would give a newbie that's looking to get into mobile home investment? And also someone who's interested in our fast track program as well. What's some advice you would give them for that?
Don't wait by it. It's worth it. Don't wait by it. You don't have the money, call the team. Like, I was like, God will make a way. I was like, I don't have the money. He was like, we got programs. I was like, I have never had a program. I've never seen a course have a program to help me educate myself, other than the loans that I got, student loans that I got. They had options for me. They had advice for me. They wasn't pushing me. They wasn't selling me. They were telling me what's available to me. Go ahead and buy it. If you're interested for a reason. You're going to be in an environment that's going to make you do it. I know that everybody say the percentage of people who open a course that they buy is 7%. This course you will definitely open. You will redo it again. You'll go through the live. You'll be like, well, can we just meet one more time? Like, I needed closure. I felt like this was a relationship that ended too soon. Like,
I love it.
Bye. You can't waste your time on thinking of the maybes when you could be getting to this money.
I love it. Appreciate it.
So you're gonna be on the alumni call, right?
Each and every one.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I hope I'll be participating in us I've been able to do some, I guess this is the next thing I should say. I got some business credit. And so I'm able to do some really big deals that I want to do now. And being able to going through that process and seasoning out the business and getting these different money, whether it's traditional real estate or mobile homes, but you know where I'm staying at, is really great. The part that was, oh, we don't like subleasing is like, oh, that's not what you're doing. Let's sit down and talk about it. Now they're willing to do other avenues than they was before. So yeah, I'm looking forward to put my 2 cents into the alumni call about what I was able to accomplish on my business side of things. That's cash that's not mine, that I'm about to be able to use and capitalize on. And I look forward to learning, and I heard it's a bigger bag out there. So yeah, that way.
Oh man,
I love it.
That's so dope. See, like, just hearing again, I remember meeting you the first time. Again, Mix and Motivate, right? We got a chance to meet you in person. Then I turned around. I think it was the next week I met you. I saw you in Detroit.
I was everywhere.
And then the next weekend we were back in Chicago, so we saw each other three weekends in a row. And
I took my homework on the road because I knew Coach wasn't playing no games. My first time in the mobile home was that Wednesday. Then I said, okay, let me go ahead and drive on up. My mom like, you driving too much. You gonna drive 4 hours? You just ain't drove in 4.5 months. I'm like, I'm going. Motivate and Mix was everything. I can't wait to the next one. I'm going to that one too. I think every speaker had their own unique value that they added to it. I felt like if I could have watched that, it was like an episode that you want to watch again. It's smooth and we're very, very seamless. It seemed like this was a conference that had happened many, many years, but I was surprised to open up that, VIP is where you guys want to pay for if when it comes back around. Want to go to VIP? The food was real good. We ate.
It was.
Pizza.
It was amazing.
Real good. So, and yeah, when I opened up the book and I was looking at all the plays that y'all was giving us, I'm like, this ticket gonna triple next year. I know it is because the plays were crazy to me.
Yeah, that was our first one.
To know what I know now, I'm like, oh, whoever missed the first one is gonna be sorry for it, and you're gonna be sorry if you miss Fast Track as well. So I was there. I took my homework on the road. I found the deal there. I'm like, well, I don't know. Nicole, so you should have talked to me about it while you're making decisions. We a team now. So I was like, okay, bet. So the next week we seen each other. I was out at the event. What do? I'm a mobile home investor. Because that's what Byron told me I was. That's what the very first, when you clock into the course, he'd be like, this is your motivation map and you're a mobile home investor. I printed it out. I put it on the wall. I carried it with me. Like, it made me it was like an affirmation that I was able to manifest, and the rest is history. The next thing you know, I was from Chicago to back home saying what I do and how I do it, to now I'm on a bus tour. When I got on a bus tour, I just like plunged at everything. I was just like, pick me.
Yeah. Made an offer.
I'm like, see, you gotta give your classmates a chance to talk. Huh? Like every house we go in, see, like
I had to stay on the bus. I had to stay on the bus the last two.
Right. I'm like, listen, see, you sit down, okay? You already made your 3 offers, okay? Give somebody else a chance.
It was only two, but I was like, but I had a little secret weapon with me. So I was just like, I gotta try it, because they tell you on the tour, like, this is what you're here for. You have to use this while I don't have you guys here in Detroit. Like, I'm gonna figure that out with you right there. Like, is the constructive criticism was very valuable. It was spot on. It was hands-on. Why was I gonna pass up on the opportunity? And then the bus tour was hype. I felt like we was on a field trip.
It was lit, right? Yeah, that's what I love about it, because I feel like even in those moments, see, like you said, that was a big learning experience for you, because you had all of us there to help guide you through those negotiations and when you was making those offers. So yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
How to talk to the park manager. Like, I was like, Tiffany was my best friend by the end of the day. Because I was like, girl, like,
right, hey girl, look.
meaningful conversations. We went into the office. I was reading the board. I got a chance to go in the office and she told me how to read the board. What I do when I came home. Like, oh, we in your office? Where your board at? She like, oh yeah, we just put it over here. I went to the next one. So it just had me when I go into the houses, certain things you're supposed to look for when you go into the houses. People are like, they don't know I just got to this. They don't know because I know what to ask for. I know what to look for. I know how to speak to them. I know what their goal is. So I speak to their goal and provide that service to their goal. Then I can get to my bag.
Facts.
Nice.
I love it. And see, check this out too. I gotta share with everybody that's on here. So C talked about C was a student of the fast track, right? And literally she talked about the program. What I love about it, so we didn't have to ask you about the program because you definitely talked about the program. So yesterday we was on live and I remember I had a few slots open. I was like, I kept it, but we had a strong talk and we decided to open it up. So what I'm gonna do, and again, it's not tonight and tonight only. We're gonna share the Black Friday sale, but we are giving 50% off their Elite Fast Track program. Link in the chat. I know, C. I know.
You see me?
No, you girl, this is season. This is season of giving. This is Byron and I giving back to our people. Listen, so really quick. So normally this program, I thought it was a good deal, but this is a $10,000 program, right? So we're offering this for 50% off for everything that Steve's been talking about. If you've been on our lives, every day we've been going live talking about this phenomenal program. And oh, my bad. So yeah, we've been going live every day talking about this phenomenal program. And listen, I'm telling y'all, everything we talk about on live is just a snippet of what you really get in this program. Even when it comes to the bus tour, like y'all see, like we do the docu-series and you can see kind of a snippet of what happens. But to be in the room with us is a totally different experience. And it's like no other.
Yeah, so I went ahead and dropped the link in the chat. And again, if you need, again, if you go ahead and get that link, I opened it up so that way you all are welcome to definitely join our January class. I think someone asked. So see, I'm gonna meet you real quick, all right? So I'm bringing you right back. All right, cool. So again, we're gonna go ahead and like I said, we just dropped the link. And here's the thing: this is for the January class, right? This is for January. So we want you to start your year off right. That's the biggest thing, right? A lot of you all make the New Year's resolutions. Well, now you have a coach, right? You get all the things that's included. You talk like Charney's talked about. The mentorship alone is worth the value is over $24,000, but we're giving it only for $49.97. That comes with a 5-week masterclass. You get to come to the city that we choose. Come to a bus tour, a mobile home community. You get access to Nicole, right? You get a chance to message her. You get different bonuses. We add alumni calls. So it ain't just 5 weeks. After it's over, you get to join C and the rest of her classmates. And you get to join the rest of the Aarons and the Cheries and the Sharons and all the people who have been through this program. And you get to join the family, right, for only $49.97. So again, we're super excited. You definitely want to take advantage of that one. We put the link in the chat. And here's the thing. If you're like, you know what, I can't do it right now, that is okay. Because what we have for you, if you need a payment plan, I want you to visit elitefasttrack.com. We even have a free training on elitefasttrack.com. That way you can set up a call, get on the phone with either Joe or Gerald and learn more about how you can work around for your payment. So y'all definitely want to take it full advantage of that. Again, Black Friday, 50% off. The link is in the chat. Y'all, man, see, you was phenomenal. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys sharing, putting your knowledge into a course and then creating the Elite Fast Track. You could have been stingy with your information. So I think I speak for everybody that we appreciate you, and we're very thankful that you guys share so much of yourself with us. Well, I'm sure you are very much appreciated in my life.
Yes, we appreciate you too,
And for
C.
everybody who hesitate to buy, you can always just come reimburse me my money since I didn't get the discount. We paid it. Like, we squad deep. We paid it. And but I would
I'm
pay
telling people this program will never be this price again.
I would definitely pay full price to go over it again. I would try it, but I'm pretty sure Nicole would pick me out. But yeah.
Trying to come back to the program, see?
Pretty much. Like, that's not how this works, ma'am. But yeah, definitely buy it today. And I appreciate you guys' time and patience and putting this all together. And I hope to be talking. Well, I will be talking to you guys soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we definitely
keep us up with the journey. I know we're gonna be talking more on the alumni calls about what you got going on. So listen, I'm excited for it. So you put the other link in there.
Here, let me put it again. And then so yeah, I want y'all to see some love in the comments, man. I want y'all to show y'all appreciation. You know, again, man, this queen went on here and she shared with y'all, you know, thank you for being open. Thank you for sharing your journey, the ups, the downs, how you invested, where you are now. And we cannot wait to see, again, you 60 days in, so we can't wait to see 2 more months from now. Like, I cannot wait to see that.
Going on at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing yet because I don't want to jinx it, but I got a lot of things moving and shaking, and we all JV with each other and stuff like that too. Like, don't think it's not no money here. Like, somebody's going to take you by the hand and take you to the promised land. I mean, I don't mean to sound cheesy, but everybody was just like, have you got a deal yet? Okay, let's do this. It's so amazing to be in that kind of environment that everybody's trying to make sure you eat. Yeah, and nobody's holding out. Everybody's trying to.
Man,
Charles, I expect you to be buying hometown. I expect you to be the next Detroit in class representing for us, Charles.
I love
come
it.
On
right,
over,
put
Charles.
Put your people on, see. I love it.
Shout out Daphne. Daphne is Elite Squad 5 in the house.
Yes.
I can't wait for Elite Squad 4 and 5 to, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all, I'm gonna say something I love about it. Y'all set the tone. Y'all set the tone for what that big family looked like, right? You know, Squad 1, they was dope. 2 was dope. 3, you know, was dope. But y'all set the tone of what it truly meant to be a family. You know what I'm saying? And that was amazing. That was amazing.
Because we the best.
I love it. I can't wait till we put all y'all in a room when we do our alumni meetup next year. That's what's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to it, and thanks again, you guys. I gotta get on these because I be nervous, but I gotta get on these more often.
Yeah, you know, it's free flow. It's
like having a regular conversation.
I know, but y'all know I take over the conversation. You see, I be ready because it just amazes me. It amazes me.
This is about you tonight, though, to show your journey. So listen, it's no pun intended.
Man, see, thank you so much for your time. We truly appreciate you. Thank you for everybody that tapped in. Make sure you guys subscribe, like this video. All right, if you're on Facebook, make sure you follow, share this video with somebody who needs to know it. And guess what, y'all? We will be back tomorrow. Wait, is it tomorrow?
Yeah, you playing something right for the webinar.
Oh yeah, we actually gonna be back tomorrow. Then we're gonna be on Instagram. Let me check my calendar real quick.
Yeah, we'll be live on Instagram, and we have a free webinar tomorrow. So we told y'all we're gonna be live a lot for the remaining of these months. So listen, you better look. If you serious about your journey, you want to be tapped into all these lives. I'm just gonna say that. And if you're extremely serious and you trying to hop on this 6-7 figure train, you need to hop your butt in this fast track program. That's it.
Absolutely.
We creating 6-figure earners in our program, period. So
yeah, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. So listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. I'll drop the link one more time in there again forward. If you guys need to get on the phone and talk about a payment plan, visit elitefasttrack.com. All right, make sure y'all follow C to follow her journey on Instagram at C Money Goals. All right. Follow us on Instagram, Mobile Home Elite Investors. And don't forget about the 50% off that we doing. Again, the link is in the chat. We truly appreciate y'all. Man, again, thank y'all for our interview series, season 3 kickoff. All right. We got more for y'all. God bless. See y'all.
All right. Have a good night.